Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel, and here we are on Saturday, February the 11th, 2023, and this is Saturday Happenings. And you know, on Saturday Happenings, I like to kind of go over the videos I did earlier in the week, because I think it's a good way to kind of answer a couple questions that were asked, if there were any. And the other thing is to talk about the videos that I already have planned or posted for next week, because I have like a variety of subjects, and this way you know when to watch for things you want to see. So anyway, I'm going to start off today though with three different things that aren't, well, not necessarily my videos from last week, but three things super important. Cool. So first of all, I want to say thank you for everybody that went over and checked out the new channel called Spoons, Forks, and Sometimes Knives. If you watched previously, you'll know that my friend Bunny wanted to do a podcast, and she asked me to be involved, and so I helped her get that set up, and we had a conversation, and it was really fun. We talked about gift baskets, some good ideas. It was a lot of fun, and we already have 3 more. So the first and third Thursday of every month will be one of our little kind of video podcasts, and they're a lot of fun. We talked about gift baskets. We've already got 3 more already done and posted, and we're already talking about the subjects that we'll do for the next one. So we've got them going out pretty far in the future, which is kind of fun. So thank you for checking that out. If you haven't, I'll put the link in my description box, and you can head over there. Just a fun conversation. They're usually less than 30 minutes. It is fun. So part 2, Fermented February. Fermented February is so cool because Anna over at the Fermented Homestead puts together this awesome collaboration with some awesome collaborators, and it's fermenting stuff because clearly it's called Fermented February. But she, you know, it's not just about the giveaways, really. It's the giveaways just encourage people to go and check out the channels and the videos and things of the people that are taking their time to create for the collaboration. But because to me, the reward for looking at the videos in these collaborations is all the information that you get. Because like in Fermented February, she's got some great channels giving tons of really cool information for some really cool fermented stuff. So you want to make sure you check all the channels, watch their video, and make comments, because she also has a giveaway that she's doing, and she partnered with a company who also is giving her some really cool stuff to give away too. So that's awesome. So check it out. My video is tomorrow, actually. My video is tomorrow, and in that video also there will be the links to everyone else. So you want to make sure you do that. And then here is kind of a part 2 to Canuary. Like, Canuary is like out of this world popular, just amazing. It's so much fun, and I actually feel honored to be asked to participate in that. It's so cool. So Canuary drives a lot of attention on canning, and people get excited. But guess what? As soon as things are canned, the most common question that any of us that do canning videos get is, now what do I do it? Like, so what do I do with the canned food? Like, people don't know what to do with some of this stuff. So Lisa over at Sutton's Days, you know, our Canuary gal, she has hosting a video, a collaboration, not for February, but it's for March. It's called Make It March. And every day of the month, there's going to be a video of one of us. There's several channels, but one of us, we're going to each be doing things, cooking or creating with home canned foods. So that's super cool. And I think my day is Fridays, so I have 5. I have already done 3 videos, and they're already posted, scheduled, and waiting. And I've got a couple more, and one of them that I'm going to actually make today is a recipe that I've never done before. I saw this recipe, and I thought, that sounds really interesting, and I'm going to add something I can to it. So you're going to have to make sure you check out all those videos. But of course, Lisa, you know, she's a giveaway kind of gal. So she's given away one of the big Presto canners, similar, the same thing she did in February, or in Canuary. So there's that. But she also has partnered with, you know, Awesome 4 Jars. That company is so supportive, so amazing. They love the home canner. They support the home canner, and they're constantly researching and coming up with new products for the home canner. So there's more in the future with 4 Jars. But for this collaboration for Make It March, they are contributing to a giveaway for Make It March also. Now, when you when we get closer to March, probably I think Lisa did an announcement and there's a list of the channels, but I will put the list of the channels in, you'll see those. And you, again, with the giveaways, you need to go check out the channels. You need to comment, and then a random comment from those collaborators will be picked for the different prizes. So yes, Make It March. So we got February and March with some really, really cool collaborations. And, of course, February, March, April, the first Tuesday of every month is the amazing Shelf Stable collaboration where Prepper Potpourri thought it was a good idea to actually come up with recipes that you can create your own cookbook from for shelf stable. Like if you have to live off of what's on your pantry shelves, these are recipes that you can do. And the last recipe I did was so good. It's the chai tea mix, but we'll talk about that in a second. So those are the things I wanted to start by talking about. Those. Okay. So last week I did, on Sunday, I did my my video of putting together my quilt top. That's so much fun, and you know I'm a beginner, so if you're a professional quilter or super seasoned quilter or you're super talented with quilting, just, you know, cut me some slack because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just learning it. But it's so much fun. And now I've kind of like, there's a bug. There's a little, I got bit by that bug, so I want to do some more quilting. And it's fun. And I wish I had discovered this when my mom was still with us, because she was a huge quilter. And somebody asked me in one of the comments, because I have a bedroom downstairs, it's just basically decorated. It's just all quilts. It's all my mom's quilts. It's all family quilts and stuff. And I've got some stuff because I'm sorting stuff for a yard sale, so there's stuff like organized out on the bed. And once I get that off there, I'm going to do a video and show you all the quilts that are in that room, because it's very cool. So there's that. The other thing I showed last week was just one of those shorts. I like doing the shorts because I think they're kind of, sometimes you can use them as like a teaser for an upcoming video. And actually, the short that I did on the chicken thighs, that was just a teaser, because next week you're going to see that. So there's that. And then, of course, the ongoing Shelf Stable collaboration, which is so cool. And I've got my notes. Look at all my notes. Like, I have a whole page today, so I don't want to miss anything. So anyway, I've got the Shelf Stable awesomeness. It's a great collaboration. I love to participate in it, and I love all the nice comments. Like, it's so nice to know that we as collaborators are giving you information that you're saying, hey, I'm going to use that. Thank you. So we appreciate those types of comments. And there was a lot of them. And the last video that I did was the chai tea mix. I have to tell you, that stuff is so good. I love it. In fact, I gave it to a friend of mine who loves chai tea, and she loves it. She's already finished what she kept for her house, and now she said she put the rest of it out in her camper. So I think I need to make her some more. So I'm going to make some more of that today. Anyway, I got the stuff that I needed, made sure I had all my ingredients, because I'm going to make some more of that, and I just love it. It's so good. And then the other video I did was Brian's little kindling chopper thing. That thing is so handy. I love it. Okay, I had a note on there. I love it because, well, before we were retired, I would be at home because he worked in the afternoon, evening, and I would have to start a wood fire if I wanted a warm house. And sometimes, you know, he would always make sure he had kindling chopped. He always has. He's like so organized with the wood, I gotta tell you guys. And he always had kindling chopped. But I always thought, you know, if I needed to, it would be easy. And I've used that, and I've tried it, and it's very easy. It's very nice to use. So if you're interested in like a little kindling chopper, and you don't have to heat your house with a wood stove, or have to have a wood stove to think that that's a cool thing. If you're a person who likes to go camping, and you want to have your wood ready when you go to the campground, that's also a cool thing to have to prepare. So it's cool. But the funny thing is, I posted that video, and you know how they say your phone knows what you're doing? I swear. I posted that video, and later that night, I had like 3 advertisements pop up for the kindling chopper. Weird. Weird. Anyway, so there was that. And then, gotta show you. My other video I did of my little slippers, these now have become my sewing room slippers because I don't like to drive my sewing machine, you know, use the pedal with a shoe on. And I like to have my toes always get cold. So I slip these on. These live in my sewing room. When I come in, I take my shoes off and I just have socks on because I really hate shoes. But then I slip these on and I use these on my sewing machine pedal. And I love it because they're warm because they got the flannel inside and they cover my toes and I can push my pedal. So those were cool. And I had so much fun making those that now I've been thinking of all kinds of other things to make just because, you know, I have this need to sew. I don't know why. So that's cool. So let me tell you, next week, I'm going to tell you what is already posted because I like to kind of be ahead of the game there. So I will create a bunch of videos, and oftentimes in my Saturday happenings, I'll say, oh, I'm going to make a video of this. And I feel I'm sorry if it gives the impression you're going to see it next week, because oftentimes I'm making videos for like 2 or 3 weeks down the road. So sorry about that. But I will tell you what is already going for next week. So of course, tomorrow's my fermented February. That's so cool. And in that video, I show you how to ferment something. And there's different, I'm going to say, different versions. And I do one version. I have previously done the other version, but I also will use that in cooking. So you're going to see me prepare a fermented thing and then use basically the same thing and that's already been done in a recipe. So that's tomorrow. And then the chai tea was very popular, the shelf stable. So technically I'm doing another shelf stable recipe using dry milk, because if you went back to the shelf stable milk video, I'm going to try to do recipes using shelf stable milk just for me. But I've got another recipe coming this week using the dried milk, which is similar to the chai tea. And I have to tell you, this I love every night before I go to bed now. I'm totally hooked on drinking what's in this upcoming video. So that's cool. And then just a quick little, it's like a trick. I did a video a while ago on what I like about my General Electric oven, but I did another video that's coming up this week that some of you probably already know, and you're thinking, God, doesn't everybody know that? But some other people are going to say, what? You can do that with a stove? And this should work with almost every stove. So be sure and watch that video. It has to do with my oven. Okay, check that out. That was just fun. And then, so remember I said last week there was that little short, the chicken thigh teaser. The reason I did that was because when I did the video, when Brian did the video of canning chicken, there was a lot of questions about, like, can you can chicken thighs? And what's the difference and stuff. So there's a video coming up. So the little short video is just a teaser, because there's going to be a video coming up on, it's not the whole canning chicken process, but it's canning thighs and answering some questions that came up from actually the canning chicken video. So that's coming up this week too. So keep your eye out for that. Now, what am I working on this week? I have kind of a list. I always keep a list. Look, I'm a lister. I've got lists. So this is a list of things that I'll sit and I'll look for crafts using fat quarters or stuff. And a lot of the things I do, they're not just mine. Like, I look and I'll see a pattern for that. And like, I have tons of patterns I could show you. Just tons of patterns. Like, I'll print it out or instructions for something and I'll think, oh, I'm going to try that. And then I figure, why not make a video? So actually, there's a bunch that I looked at and I think they're super cool. And one of them, which this one I have made before. I made these probably, gosh, I want to say back in the 90s, I think I made these. Yes, because we lived at this time, Brian was stationed in San Diego, and there was an all-natural store called Boney's. And I used to go to Boney's, and they had these for sale. And, you know, sometimes you look at things and think, I could make that. So I made a bunch of these bags, and I gave them to my friends and stuff. I just like to make stuff. A lot of times, I don't make things to sell them. I had a couple people ask when I posted a post on my Instagram, Facebook, that they don't sew or whatever, but would I make these to sell them? I don't sell my things. I don't sell them. But my daughter, who owns an alterations, she's a seamstress, and she's amazing, mind-blowing. Anyway, if you look at the video of the sock repair, That's her. So she does that, and she has like a little retail area, and so I think I'm just going to make her a bunch of stuff to put in there, help support her business. She can sell them. That's fine. So I'm just going to make them, give them to her. But one of the things that I made, that I used to make, that I made after I saw it at that store called Boney's, is a lettuce crisper bag. So basically this is what it is. And this is an all cotton. See how that's just, it's actually, excuse me, like a cotton flour sack towel. And I decorated it. See, it looked like veggies. But basically, you wash your veggies. You put it, most of the time people use these for lettuce, but I use them for radishes. You can use like asparagus, carrots, celery, whatever. That's why I kind of like to make it long. You can also make it tall and skinny. It doesn't matter. But you put your cleaned vegetables in here, and well, first you wet this and you wring it dry. Then you put your cleaned vegetables in here and you put them in the fridge. This creates air circulation, so you don't get that slimy on there, but it is also, you can just mist it with water every couple days when you see it drying out, but it creates the correct humidity, so your vegetables will stay crisper and fresher longer. So I'm going to do a video on that, and I actually have enough to probably, here's another one, I probably have enough that I'm going to make a whole bunch for my daughter. And then once I send these kinds of things, I'll show you what I'm making. I can give you her shop name or something. If you're interested, you can buy them from her. So that way it helps her out, because, you know, I'm her mom, so I need to do that. Then I do have the, what else? Oh, my quilt. Now I've got time. This was a busy week. Excuse me. We had the plumbers here all day on Tuesday because we actually had in our master bathroom, we had the bathtub taken out. We still have a tub in the house because we have a full bathroom downstairs. But we had the tub taken out and we had a shower put in. It's a really nice walk-in shower, and it's got a bench because, hey, we're in our 60s and we don't plan to leave this house for a number of years. So we're just planning ahead to keep things easy. So that was a busy day. So all I did that day was make some bread, and then I gave it to the plumbers. That's just me, like I do that. So, but now this coming week, I've got time. I'm going to get the backing on my quilt. I'm going to film that. I got those little safety pins that you need to pin it all together. I'm not going to do any fancy quilting. I'm just going to go along the lines because this is the first thing for me. So I'm going to do that. Backing my quilt. Oh, and then this week, you know, those dry milk mixes, that chai tea and the one that's coming up this week, are so good. I don't see how come I can't use the dried milk and some cocoa and some Splenda, because I'm trying to do sugar-free, and maybe a little mint or a little cinnamon or something, and come up with my own dried instant like chocolate milk that's like low sugar. So good. So I'm gonna fiddle with that. I might make some of that. I've got another video. I've got 2 more videos to do at my Make It March, and so I'm probably going to work on those this week. I'm really excited about the one. It's what we're having for dinner today, and it's using the home canned chicken, and it seems like something I've never heard of before, but it sounds like it's going to be good. So hey, you're going to be on that ride with us. Also, I've got to do my shelf-stable recipe, so I'm going to work on that this week. And then I have another thing I'm going to make. The crisper bag. Oh, and I want to make a bread bag. Basically same type of idea, but it's actually to store your home ground or your freshly made bread. And then, you know, at night I have a Kindle, and I have to prop it up because when I'm in bed I try to read it. But I'm going to make one of those little stands that you can, they're like a bean bag, but they're shaped so that you can put your phone or your tablet or something on. So those patterns are all out there like crazy. And then another cute thing, I try to find things that are different and unusual. And it's a marble maze. It's really cute. It's kind of like it almost reminds me of like a big pot holder, and there's a marble in there that you can move around. I think that'd be great for kids. So anyway, those are the things I'm going to make. And because I'm making these things for my daughter to put in her shop or to give as gifts, because they give so much stuff, I ordered these little fabric tabs. Look at there. They say homemade, and they get to, like, I will sew them into the little seams. So they actually say homemade. So that's kind of cool. So that's several crafts, veggie bags. And then tomorrow, I might do a video because we're going fishing. And then I thought of something. I don't know why. I'm always thinking of something. I have a little Gumby. My Gumby's about this big and a little Pokey. You know, remember Gumby and Pokey, and they're bendable? And I've decided that I'm going to take Gumby around with me. Because first I thought when we go on a cruise, I'm going to take him and I'm going to take pictures of Gumby all over the cruise ship. But then I thought, you know, why not take Gumby around with me and just take some random pictures of Gumby in different things? So that's kind of a new thing that I'm going to do. Just bring Gumby and Pokey and do little pictures of them. And maybe they'll be in the kitchen when I'm canning. I don't know. It's just something fun, something different. So it's kind of silly, but I like those kinds of crazy things. All right, so you guys, there it is. There's my list of sewing to-dos right next to my sewing machine. I'm going to put that right there. And I got to get in the kitchen, but right now we're going to... Oh, we got to go pick up the batteries. We had new batteries for the RV for our fifth wheel, so we're going to go get those and take them to the fifth wheel. And then I'm going to come home and I'm canning more chicken because I still have 40, like 100 pounds. Oh, I think I have like 100 pounds of chicken or 80 pounds of chicken yet to can. That's after what's in the fridge. That's still in the freezer. In the fridge, I've got 30. Yep, so I'm going to be busy, so I've got to can some chicken. I might make some bread because I got to take some up. I promised the lady that lives up behind, she actually drives across the back of our property to get to her house. I promised her I'd make her a loaf of bread and take her some home canned chicken because she you know, she's by herself. It's just nice to be able to have good food that you don't have to work so hard to cook. So there's that. So that's all I can think of for now. Oh, essential oils too. Somebody asked me to do some more essential oils, especially making the cleaning products that I talk about that I use. And I kind of wanted to do that, but I kind of wanted to run out of what I have. So I pretty much, after I clean the house tomorrow, I will pretty much run out. So I'll do a video on making the cleaning products that I make and use religiously. Like I'm committed to them. For years, I've never used anything but, and so I'll make those. So there's that. And I think that's it. I think that's it. So, I hope you enjoyed the videos last week, and I hope you enjoyed the videos coming up. And be sure and check out our podcast. Be sure and comment and support the collaborations. And there you have it. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.